What's going on, my man? How you doing? Long time no see.
Doing good. I know it's been a while. How you doing?
I'm doing really good, my man. Let's get into it. You're going up against Dallas Marron in a lightweight match. Does it get any more exciting than this to be there, Las Vegas, Super Bowl weekend, Power Slap number 6?
Man, I'm super excited, man. When they gave me the call, to be competing in their Super Bowl weekend card, I mean, man, my whole world lit up. I mean, I got super excited.
Yeah.
Um, Regardless of who they're gonna give me, I'm just excited to be there and go put on a show.
Awesome, man. I mean, the shows keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Great to see season 2 produce, a ton of talent that's going to come in and they're going to have to show up and show out to prove their ranks and where they align, against the OGs of the sport. I think this card is probably one of the best from top to bottom talent wise that Power Slap has rolled out. Once again, they're starting the night off with you. You like being the first one up there?
Oh yeah, man, I love being the first one up there. I go get in and get out. I go open up the
Mhm.
show with the bang, and I think that's part of the reason they do put me first. I'm one of the smaller guys on the card, but they know I'm
Mhm.
ready to go put out the biggest power, start the show off with a huge hit, and that's gonna get the views going from there on.
Absolutely. I always, refer back to Jewel Scott, first time ever here today, someone gets slapped live. And for the first time hearing that gunshot go off from your right hand was something else, my man. But let's talk about Dallas Marron. What have you seen from him so far? We've seen him one time in Power Slap.
Yeah, I seen him one time. Honestly, he didn't go up against too tough a guy. I was supposed to be competing against the guy that he went against, but some things happened with him, so I got matched up with Dallas Marron. And I don't like to be cocky in any combat sports, but I do know that I have to give myself the recognition I deserve.
Mhm.
And when it comes to slap, I don't think Dallas or any of these other guys they keep pulling in for me have anything for me when it comes to slap.
Why do you think that is? Like, why is it hard to get someone at 155?
Man, I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know if they're just not looking that hard for us smaller guys, but
Mhm.
I feel like I've talked to a lot of people around my weight who said that they've tried, and hopefully, they're going to be opening up the division soon. They might bring in more contestants and, hopefully more talent to this weight class. A lot of the other weight classes are opening up. There's a lot more great talent, like you said.
Mhm.
The season 2 competitors, they're bringing more talent to each weight class. So I'm hoping with season 3, maybe leading up to season 3, they open up the lightweight class a bit more.
Mhm. I hear you, my man. I believe back in December you took an MMA match. Are you fully recovered from that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take too much damage. It was the first loss of my pro career, which was a tough one. I fought a super tough wrestler, and I lost by decision. I didn't take too much damage from the fight at all, so other than my pride. But
Mhm.
yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I didn't take too much damage. Like I said, he was a tough wrestler, and he had a really good game plan which to use against me. So didn't take much damage, but I did. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good now. I honestly feel like I needed it. It helped light that fire back under me. Even going into slap, I'm like, that feeling.
Mhm.
I want to get that win feeling back, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it back within my fighting as well. But to go open it up now with this slap, it's something I'm craving.
Mhm. Yeah. So, I know early on this year, you signed the contract, Power Slap number 6. Did you kind of change focus that at that point? Did you change your mentality, starting to, train more slap specific?
Yeah. So whenever I ultimately train my MMA training above all, and whenever I do take a slap match, that's when I incorporate a few more things for slap into my MMA
Mhm.
training. One of the biggest things to me is having a strong neck. I work out my neck like crazy. I work out my hips like crazy because you can still generate some power from your hips. You can't pivot over like you can a punch, but you still generate power from your hips just from
Mhm.
exploding up without having to pivot. So I work my hip power, of course my upper body torso because you're getting a lot of power from there as well. So yeah, I add a few different things in. I train the same, but I add just a few more extra things, to make my slap harder and of course my defense a lot better as well.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to say we're going to see anything different from you because I mean, what you've been doing in Power Slap has been working. But is there another evolution to your game in Power Slap coming up that we'll see next week?
No, I feel like I've mastered my slap most of all. I mean, I feel like I've had it mastered from the start, but just being able to generate just that bit more power, while I'm throwing into
Mhm.
it. Um, Expect to see the same slap from me. Defense, of course. I feel like what separates me from a lot is a lot of fighters they're focused on just landing their slap. Not too many of them focus on their defense, and I think that is why we do see a lot of knockouts. And
Mhm.
for me, I focus on my defense more than I even practice my defensive stance. I practice taking the blow, not by actually taking them, but I practice what it's gonna feel like, and I feel like that's what separates me from a lot of strikers because I put that above my offense.
Yeah. How's the other cats in your neck of the woods doing? Like Donovan and those guys. I haven't heard too much from them.
Whaley and Donovan, they're doing good. I've talked to
Mm.
both of them. They're still hungry to compete. They're looking for their time as well. And I think Donovan has a MMA match coming up, which is gonna be super cool. Excited for him. And Waylon, I know he's got into training MMA, which was awesome as well. I think
Mhm.
that's great for any of the competitors. And I know he's ready for his next shot at 170. His last match didn't go well. I mean, he knocked the guy out, but he unfortunately got disqualified, but
Mhm.
I think he's ready to come and put some more war into that division. It's gonna be nice.
Mhm. For sure. I mean, I don't want you to ever look past anybody, but could we ever see you go up to 170 and get a title shot against, I guess, Manny or KO Chris, whoever comes up victorious?
Yeah, I feel like if they can't get me a title fight at lightweight, I
Mhm.
think I definitely would like to move up and challenge one of them because I feel like I could clear out that division as well. I have a lot of friends in that division, but honestly, I feel like I'm above anyone from 155 to 170 when it comes to
Mhm.
slap. And I walk around. I think I was like 166 this morning. So my walk around weight, I could meet the minimum weight for 170. So I would definitely love
Mhm.
to if they couldn't get me a lightweight title fight.
Yeah, I mean, you beat Jewel Scott, who's ranked number two, in the welterweight division after being updated yesterday. So, I mean, your record shows that you could certainly be in line for that title shot and deserving. So, but right now, Power Slap, the task at hand, Dallas Marron. If he's watching this interview, what do you want to say to him?
Dallas, I just want you to be ready. I'm coming to bring the heat, and it's gonna be another first round knockout for me, regardless if I win or lose the coin toss. So I hope you're ready.
Awesome, my man. Appreciate you. Travel safe. We'll see you there in Las Vegas.
Thank you, my dude.